Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We are in the last part of Trezical Steel. Final chapter. I think we're going to start the little extra thing that happened at the end, which I honestly was not expecting when I first played through this. I was expecting this just to be the end, but they really just throw a curveball in there. So let's go.
Oh.
You need more kindling. That's not going to light. It's got like a bunch of gas. I'll pour all of it. Some lighter fluid, probably. It must have been, because that just went up in flames.
Oh, Mother and Grandfather are still here.
My dad, too. And my brother, though I can't imagine why.
Party?
Elliot, Crow. I just wanted to thank you for everything you've done for us.
You mean for the concert?
What brought that on? You got so serious there, I was getting kind of scared.
It's okay, Crow. We already know.
It's just that our performance today never would have been possible without the two of you guiding it along. I wanted to make sure that you knew how much I appreciate you doing that.
Damn, man. Is making people feel awkward a hobby of yours or something?
Yes.
Aw, it's no big deal. Besides, it was a real team effort. Everyone played a part. I mean, look at you. You were a fountain of good advice through this whole thing.
Was he?
And honestly, I should be the one thanking everyone.
Huh?
You all helped me rediscover just how much music means to me. Because it's not just about performing by myself. It's about performing together, playing off each other's strengths to make something wonderful. So I should be the one thanking you. This never would have happened if I didn't come to this academy.
Elliot.
Holy hell, are you guys trying to see who can make me cringe the hardest?
Yes. I don't know who's succeeding, but doing a pretty good job, both of them.
Elliot, my boy! Your father's arms are ready and waiting for you to leap into them!
Uh-huh.
Does he always have to say that stuff so loudly?
Well, good luck.
Sorry, I'll see you later, okay?
You're never gonna live this down. I'm sorry. The rest of your school career is gonna be related to this, and they're all gonna just bash on you every single day for the rest of your life. Congratulations. And good luck. Good luck.
Yeah, later. This year's festival's been a blast. I'm kind of hoping we can do the same thing next year, too. Though, who knows if Class 7 is even going to exist next year? Crow?
Oh, yeah.
Hmm?
Generally, people stay in the same class from their first day to their graduation, but Class 7's basically one giant exception to everything the school's ever done, so who knows?
I guess that has its pluses and its minuses.
I mean, I don't think anything is like... I don't think anything about this class that has happened would fuse, like, you know, say, okay, we can't continue this. Besides what's about to happen, that's the only thing will probably stop it.
But no matter what, it's not going to be the same. We won't have you.
If I manage to graduate, at least.
You won't.
Barring any nasty surprises, I'll be in Class 7 till the end of the month.
What? How do you say this stuff with a straight face, dude?
Which means our time as classmates is almost up.
Now that you mention it, yeah. we'll have to see if we can throw you a farewell party around the end of the month then. Can't let you off easy.
Come on, it's no big deal. Trust me, you're still gonna see more than enough of me next year.
True. That is true.
Sure, I'll have moved out of the dorms, but I'll be sure to stop by once a week to steal some of Sharon's cooking.
Maybe. I don't know if you do that.
You better. Oh, and by the way, I'm not going to have to call you Mr. Armbrust or anything after you graduate, am I?
Mr. Breast. Oh. You got a lot of money?
I mean, we've spent so much time together that treating you like a proper adult just wouldn't feel right.
Of course not. And if I ever catch you calling me Mr. Armbrust again, I'm gonna smack you.
Okay, Mr. Breast.
Oh, yeah. Guess it's about time I gave you this back.
I'm already like
Isn't this...
hundreds of thousands of dollars rich. I don't need it.
I completely forgot about it. You've done so much for me since then. Saving Elise, helping with the concert. Compared to all that, 50 Mira is nothing.
The feeling's mutual. Besides, I never return the mirror that I borrow. Makes that coin extra special.
So you're you know, admitting to a crime in front of all these people. Good job.
So go on, take it.
I don't want it.
Oh, by the way, you know there was interest on this, right? How much do you suppose you really owe me after half a year?
300% interest, by the way. Minimum. It increases every year, every month after it. You didn't realize when you signed the paper.
What kind of racket are you running here anyway? I thought you were supposed to be a good kid.
It's now closer to actually a few thousand.
Well, there's this one second year who's taught me a thing or two about making money. To be honest, it feels kind of lonely to think that everything between us is completely settled and done with. So, what do you say? You still owe me?
I swear, the things I do for love.
Gross.
All right, you'll get your stupid interest someday. Maybe.
That is very awkward. Oh, got like strings attached to them or something.
Alphen, I am drawn to the party before us like a moth to a flame, like a starving man to a banquet, like beauty to me.
Mm-hmm.
What say you we grace the dancers with the gift of our company?
It's as though you read my mind.
And just as awkward. There, that's better.
Come now, don't waste your time watching. It's time to dance.
Dance.
No need to worry about formalities tonight. Let's all relax, enjoy ourselves, and maybe let a few secrets slip.
Speed.
Allow me, Sharon, before every red-blooded boy in this school lines up for a chance.
At least he's not asking the kids. That is an improvement for him. But good job. Thanks. You have improved significantly. Good job, Gwen.
It would be my honor.
Madam Chairman, might I have this dance?
Of course. Given that our former partners left the dance all too soon, we seem to make for an appropriate pair.
I suppose you're right.
That's a weird one.
Instructor, I cannot thank you enough for all you've done for my daughter.
That one,
I can, however, ask you for the pleasure of this dance.
better than, you know.
Really?
A bit too excited.
He's just my type, too.
Calm down there.
Oh, just talking to myself. Well, I'll be dancing with all my little kittens by the end of the night.
You sure about that?
But I suppose I can let you take the first dance.
This one I'm okay with.
I don't mind.
This one actually works.
But seeing you in that dress is enough to make any guy feel intimidated.
They waste no time, do they?
It's no surprise that my grandfather made a beeline for Sharon, but I never expected to see Mother dancing.
In some ways, it seems as though they're younger than we are.
Looks like everyone's having fun, though. Shall we join them?
You've given me more than enough of your time already today. Between showing me around and your incredible concert, you must be exhausted. And besides, I'm sure there's someone else you'd rather dance with here. Why not ask them instead?
Thank you. Okay, sure, don't voice act this one. Someone else. Oh, there's actually a lot of people I can choose from. I can't think of anyone. Okay, guys. Gaius and Machias, huh? I am so curious how that actually plays out, but we gotta stick canonical here. Elisa. Yeah.
I knew it. So, I have a potential sister-in-law now, do I?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Still, maybe you're right. Maybe I will go ask her. I do feel kind of bad leaving you here on your own, though.
I'm fine, really. Besides, if you spend all this time worrying about me, the music will be over by the time you ask.
Where's the music coming from, by the way? I really don't know.
Well, okay.
He's such an idiot. Oh, Elise. Your Highness? The generally accepted strategy here would be to keep his eyes on you, not push him toward another girl's tender embrace. If you were to only gather the courage to ask him, I'm certain that he would be more than accommodating. It's fine. I'm fine, honestly.
Probably the weirdest part about this game.
Elisa.
Rean, is your sister okay?
She's dead.
Yeah, actually, she's the only reason I had the courage to come over here. Would you dance with me?
What? Me?
That was the idea. Is that a no?
It'd be funny if it was like, no. And then it just ended there. That would be really funny.
All right. Let's get a little closer to the bonfire then.
Okay.
Speed. Okay. This is fast forwarding, by the way, guys. Not a word. Those guys are still going, huh?
Everyone's still at it.
Yeah, I know.
I wish I still had that much energy left. Still, it's not like there's a lot more festival to use it on. It's strange. It feels like the whole year's been building up to this festival, but...
Yeah, it felt like it was over in the blink of an eye. Both the festival and the year as a whole.
Exactly. It won't be long until the second years graduate and we'll be in their shoes. Time really does fly, huh?
Yeah. It's hard to believe so many months have passed since we all first met. But I do have to wonder whether any of us have gotten any closer to figuring out what we're going to do with our lives.
I wish I knew. I might have looked confident when I told Mother that I'd show her how to run the company by the time I graduated. But that was in the heat of the moment. I honestly don't know whether I'd drive Reinford straight into the ground or not.
I mean, considering what just happened, you probably do better than that.
How could you know? Still,
there's one thing I do know. No matter how difficult the odds, our class always finds a way through. Growing up should be no different.
Still, you stole my line.
I think you need some new material. I'm getting used to your speeches by now. Well, that, and I believe it. I think everything is going to work out as long as our class is together. As long as you and I are together.
It's crazy how they can... It's only 3 positions that the mouth has in this cutscene. They're just sort of cycling through them to make him talk. It's funny.
Forget I said anything.
Okay, there's another position they added in that one. Do I have to read this? Okay. Rean took Elisa's hand gently in his.
Then let's stay together.
Okay, you know what? Sure, go for it.
We're still looking for our places in the world, but maybe they're right next to each other.
Okay, he's really... Rean the Rizzler is back on, and he is pulling out all the stops here.
I hope so.
Me too. After that, I went back to see Elise.
Okay.
But by then, that memorable evening was approaching its end.
Rean? Elise?
Why are you surprised?
Claire?
Good evening, Captain. You must be exhausted.
Oh, well, it's not as though I performed on stage in front of an auditorium full of people or anything. I really enjoyed your concert, by the way. That's the kind of thing that makes me proud to be an alumnus.
Wait, what?
Why are you surprised, dude?
You're a student here?
That's right. I was part of the Academy's 216th graduating class.
Which graduating class is this now? I don't remember.
And since you'll be part of its 221st, I suppose that makes me 5 years your senior.
Okay, thanks for answering that. I appreciate it.
I had no idea. Why didn't you mention it until just now?
Given that we only ever met while you were on your field studies, it didn't seem pertinent. Besides, once people graduate, they tend to leave their ties to their school behind. Especially here at Thor's.
Because it's a military academy?
Exactly. Roughly 40% of the graduates here go on to join the military. Not always the same branch or even the same army. About 30% join the Imperial Army, and 10% go to a provincial force.
How in the world does the provincial armed forces have enough people to, like, even compete? I guess this is just one school? That's probably it. There's probably special schools for, like, provincial armies training and stuff.
Students who are best friends one day might find themselves enemies the next.
Rean.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kill your happy mood like this. But I'm sure you're well aware of what may lie ahead. That we're teetering on the brink of an era of upheaval.
I'm aware.
Does this have something to do with the issues in Crossbell I've been hearing about?
Yes, amongst other things. It seems as though everyone on the continent is ready to go to war with everyone else. But that's why it's so important that we're able to stand strong no matter what happens. Though, judging by how well Class 7 has performed on their field studies, I'm sure you'll all be fine in that regard. Here's hoping that I get the chance to help you out again sometime. Even if I'll have to be careful not to draw the ire of that instructor of yours while I'm doing so.
I'm just glad to know that you have her back. Thank you for that.
You're quite well. Please,
All right.
excuse me a moment.
Time to ruin the mood. Right on cue.
Yes, Revelt speaking.
No wonder we can't hear the conversations. It's actually, you know, impossibly quiet. I don't know how they're hearing it.
What?
What's going on?
And you're certain of this? Understood. I'll return at once. Yes, I will escort them back to Valflame Palace myself. I'm afraid I have to excuse myself.
Here we go.
I'm really sorry, Elise. My brothers requested that we return to Heimdall right away. But as we're going back by car, I thought I'd offer you a ride home. But...
Elise, I think you should go back with them for now. I'll call you later to make sure you're okay.
Well, all right.
Sorry to drop this on you so quickly, Rean. I'm sure someone from the Academy will fill you in shortly.
Fill me in? On what?
If you'll excuse us.
Don't worry. We'll be sure to get Elise back to the Academy safely.
Everybody goes.
Rean!
Does anyone have any idea what's going on?
I'm afraid not. I've never seen Father behave like that before.
My mother's the same way. She got a message of some kind and just changed.
Ditto my father. I think it was someone from Heimdall who got in touch with him. One thing is certain. Something terrible has happened.
My dad turned pale and was gone before I could ask what happened. It sounded like he received a report from Instructor Neidhart, though.
Hold on. Neidhart's supposed to be... He was at Gorelia Fortress with the 4th Armored Division on some sort of mission, right?
Speaking of which, has anyone seen Toa or Instructor Sarah?
There they are. That mustache, though. Look at the guy on the left. Get that fixed.
Students and visitors, I cannot thank you enough for your attendance today. I hereby proclaim the 127th Thor's Military Academy Festival complete.
Yay, cheers, yeah. Cool. We're all so excited about that.
But I am afraid I must announce this with a heavy heart, as we have just received word from the Imperial government that this evening, Gorelia Fortress, which rests on the eastern border of the Empire... No, destruction is an inadequate word.
Excellent, skip that.
An unknown weapon has erased the fortress in its entirety from existence.
Well, now.
I would ask that all of our guests, from that region or otherwise, please try to remain calm.
Well, rip Bozo, I guess. Okay. In the days that followed, tension gripped the nation like never before. A photo of the gaping chasm left where Gorelia Fortress once stood made the Imperial Chronicle's front page. The sight of the aftermath was enough to fill the citizens with a sense of inescapable dread. All the while, unconfirmed reports that several armed divisions had attempted to invade Crossbell had begun to spread. In every one of these reports, the message was the same. They've been repelled almost effortlessly. Erebonia was starting to feel the effects of the IBC's asset freeze. Too, the things didn't look good for the economy. As things stood, it was only a matter of time before we faced a spike in corporate bankruptcies and record unemployment. Faced with this crisis, the Imperial government and the officials in Heimdall began working to remedy the situation. Rumors were already spreading that Erebonia's longtime enemy, the Calvard Republic, had thrown its weight behind Crossbell. And with the fortress that once served to safeguard the Empire gone, many speculated that an invasion was only a matter of time. Happy-go-lucky times.
I can't take this anymore.
Okay.
Where is she? Homeroom was supposed to start ages ago.
I'm not surprised she's late.
Feel like I'm gonna sneeze? Okay, fine now. I'm not. Why am I talking?
The instructors are probably all busy trying to figure out what to do.
That seems more than likely. This morning's meeting has already blown past its normal ending time.
It's still hard for me to believe all of this is really happening. Having been there, the idea that Gorelia Fortress just vanished is difficult to comprehend.
Not all of it, I heard. There are still some parts left and almost untouched. But Instructor Neidhart making it out of there alive was nothing short of a miracle, though.
Those huge railway guns were part of the section that's gone, too. If I hadn't seen the pictures, it'd be kind of hard to believe.
What kind of weapon is even capable of doing something like that? I find myself doubtful that any human could create something so powerful.
We just don't know.
All we do know is that it's impossible to make a weapon that powerful even with today's most advanced orbital technology.
And yet here we are, with just such a weapon in the hands of what's always been seen as a mere vassal state. The Imperial Army has their work cut out for them, I'll say that much.
I'm worried about what's going on in the capital, too. It sounds like there have been even more demonstrations going on there these past few days.
Down with Crossbell, they say. Point our guns towards the east. Is there even any truth to those rumors that Calvard's planning an invasion?
Probably not.
I'm pretty sure it's all nonsense. But considering how there have been tensions between us and them for years, people are just more inclined to believe it.
Rumors are just that. We need to be careful not to be misled by half-truths and speculation. If possible, we should find out exactly what's happening for ourselves.
Yeah.
And how do you do that?
Over the year, we've seen how things are across the Empire with our own eyes. And now's as good a time as any to put that knowledge to use.
Well said. We've had quite the education in getting to the truth behind all the headlines.
That seems to have been a running theme of most of our field studies.
Still, we seem to be missing two of our illustrious members. Well, there's nothing strange about Crow's habitual truancy. Or did he already transfer back to his original class?
No, he said he was going to be with us through the end of the month. As for Million, though, I'm not sure.
You don't think it's something to do with the intelligence division, do you? Well, she is an agent of theirs.
It's kind of easy to forget that, given how she usually is.
It does concern me that none of us have seen her.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, Instructor.
Are we starting homeroom?
Not today, I'm afraid. All classes have been canceled. You can either stay here in the building and study until school's out, or go back to the dorm.
So wait.
Has something happened?
Not yet, but it will. Chancellor Osborne's going to be addressing the nation from Dreikel's Plaza at noon. It's set to be broadcast across the entire Empire.
A national address?
Sounds pretty serious. And given the timing. Indeed, it's not hard to imagine what's on his agenda.
on, guys. Straighten up. You're students of Thor's Military Academy, and that makes you all cadets. Whatever careers you choose, military or civilian, you need to know how to act decisively in an emergency. So right now, I don't want you to look away from what's happening in the world. I want you to face it straight.
Will do.
You're right. Now's not the time to lose heart.
As for Osborne's speech, apparently we'll be setting up radios in each classroom so the students can listen to the national address.
School has just a bunch of radios laying around?
So if you want to follow along, be sure to be back here by noon.
I suppose I might as well listen to it here then.
Same here. I don't even have a radio.
How do you not have a radio feed?
I do, but for something like this, I'd rather not listen to it alone.
Well then, we can all share in the joy of hearing the melodious voice of our esteemed Chancellor.
It in all its base.
Maybe I should haul in some beer and snacks. That's the only way I'll stay sane through the entire broadcast.
What should we do about Crow and Milliam, though? None of us have seen either of them all day.
Do you know where they are?
Can't say I do. Crow's practically made a career out of playing hooky, but I did see Milliam earlier this morning.
Oh, so she's still on campus?
At least that means she wasn't called away by the intelligence division.
I mean, earlier this morning, that didn't actually answer that.
I'd been thinking along those lines, but when I asked her, she just shrugged and said, "No news from the top." Oh, just a little bracer to bracer information swapping.
Yes, but lest you forget,
Wait.
she excels at giving us the runaround.
Wait, that was not the right... Wait. That was not the right voice line. Okay.
At least it doesn't sound like she's in trouble. We're probably worried over nothing.
We'll just have to tell them we're meeting here at noon if we run into them before then.
Yeah, will do.
I guess everyone's going to check in with their clubs. Looks like I have some free time. Might as well see if I can track down Crow and Milliam. At least it sounds like Milliam is probably somewhere on campus. Crow, though, he could be anywhere. Probably best to check with Toa and George first. Maybe they know something.
Okay. Don't think there's anything extra we can do. So let's go to each of the places. Library, I guess we'll go first. I don't think I need to talk to everybody. I guess let's see if they have anything, like, neat to say. You're having practice? What? Little cross with your mind, well, okay. Okay. Okay, this is a lot more than I thought it'd be, but okay. No special cutscenes as far as I can know. Anything extra? I mean, I guess you could talk to Lambert, but I think we already have his full thing. Profile. Don't need to worry about that. I should like sell a bunch of stuff to keep that money. Go to student building. Look at all that. Look at all that money. All that money. Don't really need anything else here. Crow's no longer in the team. I'll just buy this. And this. Don't really need any of that. Buy this. Actually, we do already have one of those. Got that. Don't need that. Don't have that here. Already have that. Wait, you already have a quit. Okay, I think we're good. Alright. Anything else we can do? Talk to Toa, I guess. Already here.
Oh, Reen.
I figured I could find you here.
Yep. The student council will be passing out radios for every classroom, so I'm trying to figure that out at the moment. Are you guys planning on listening to the Chancellor's statement too?
How could we not? He's supposed to be addressing the entire country after all.
Yeah. Whatever it's about, it's going to be something big. I don't think anyone could have imagined the relationship between Crossbell and Erebonia going south like this. I sure hope Angie's okay. What with all of this political turmoil right now.
Toa.
Sorry about that. I'm the student council president. I need to stay focused on what's going on right here, right now. Angie would laugh at me if she could see me getting distracted over her anyway.
That's right. We've got to focus on getting through this. Still, don't try to take on more than you can handle. I'm not the only one ready to give you a hand if you need it.
Will do. Oh yeah, why were you looking for me in the first place?
Right. I almost forgot. Do you have any idea where Crow might have gone?
Crow? Nope. I'm afraid not. He didn't mention that he had to go anywhere when I talked to him yesterday, at least.
Was yesterday the last time you saw him?
Yeah, he was giving me back some of the stuff he borrowed from me since graduation's getting so close. That was nice of him, but then he gave me everything he borrowed from Angie, too. It's only polite to give back the stuff you borrowed in person. Now it's more work for me.
Suspicious.
Well, that's a very Crow thing to do. Well, I'll keep asking around and find out if anyone knows where he's gone.
Sounds like a good idea. Oh, but make sure you're back in your classroom by noon.
Of course.
Okay, we got that one. I don't think... Yeah, let's go do the engineering building.
I still can't believe there's a weapon out there powerful enough to level Gorelia Fortress like that. I didn't think you could get much more powerful than those railway guns.
Yeah, having seen the railway guns in person, I can hardly believe it myself. There are rumors that whatever that weapon is, it's managed to fend off the armored divisions several times, too.
Still, I can't help but wonder what the Chancellor's gonna say in his national address. Whatever it is, I have a feeling that it's gonna shake up some things around here. Who knows? We might even see active duty. Could be that my lazy days tinkering with orbital bikes are numbered.
I accidentally skipped half of this thing.
Oh, don't say that, George.
Well, no point stressing out too much about the future till we're there. I didn't mean to be a downer about it. Go on and listen to the broadcast, but don't worry yourself too much. This country may go through a lot in the coming years, but ultimately, we have a say in our future.
That's a good way to look at it. I don't want to look away from what's happening. We have to be aware of our present to take charge of our future. But anyway, you wouldn't happen to know where Crow is, would you? He hasn't shown up to class today.
Crow? Can't say that I do. He came by yesterday with a box of things he'd borrowed from me, but he never mentioned having any plans today.
Dang. Anyway, I'll keep asking around to see if anyone else knows where he is.
Well, knowing Crow, he's probably just wandering around somewhere. Just keep looking around and I'm sure you'll run into him.
Will do.
Okay, I think I need anything else, so let's go to the old schoolhouse. Yeah.
Nothing out of the ordinary has happened here in the old schoolhouse ever since that night. We kind of ended up pushing it to the back of our minds, what with the way things have been going in Crossbell. Huh? It's unlocked. I wonder if someone's already inside. George is in the engineering building right now, so it can't be him. If any of the students just idly wandered in here, they'd be in real danger. I should probably take a look inside, just in case. I checked around inside of the old schoolhouse, but there didn't seem to be anyone around.
That's convenient.
But all the same, I didn't want a chance leaving anyone down there, so I decided to check the 7th floor.
I think I can go, you know, in there if I really wanted to, but I don't really want to.
Milliam?
Oh, Rean! Come to take a sneak peek too?
Is this where you've been the whole time? You do know we have class, right?
Oh. Dang, I knew I was forgetting something.
Honestly. So, what's piqued your interest?
I don't know, the giant robot. That might have done it.
It doesn't look like this thing has anything in common with Ergetlam.
I don't know. I can't shake the feeling that it might, at least a little. Not the same, but like they share some kind of underlying principle.
Being robots.
I've got no idea what you're talking about.
I guess you wouldn't really understand without being connected.
Sure, whatever that means.
But now it makes sense why Gramps asked me to keep an eye on this place, though. I had no idea there'd be something this cool down here.
And just spill that out, why don't you?
Wait a minute. Are you talking about Chancellor Osborne?
Rean, didn't you already know this before, though?
Did he know there was something like this here?
Not really sure. He just asked me to keep an eye on the building itself. And said to let him know if anything unusual happened. Whoopsie! That was supposed to be confidential.
So, the Chancellor has an interest in our quaint old schoolhouse, does he? We did just find out that Captain Claire is a Thor's graduate, but...
Hey, what you thinking about?
Say, Milliam, was investigating the old schoolhouse the reason you enrolled at the academy?
What's with Rean's hand right now? I think the fingers are kind of clipping into each other.
Well, sorta, but it was more of a side thing. There was a more important reason, but that kinda stopped being a concern. So I guess it's just this now.
Something more important than this? Not sure what she's getting at. Doesn't sound like she's trying to hide something important from me, though.
Oh yeah, it's almost time for Gramps' speech, isn't it? I guess I should head back and listen to him drone on.
Oh, so you already knew about that. We were all planning to listen in the classroom.
Sweet! I'll just listen with you guys then. What are we waiting for? Let's go!
Nothing keeps you down for long, does it? Oh yeah, you haven't seen Crow around anywhere, have you?
Huh? Nope. Is he cutting class too?
Well, he's probably just hiding out somewhere on campus.
I feel like with what Milliam knows, that should be a red flag right there.
None of the others have seen him, though. I wonder if he went into town.
Huh, maybe. Want to try looking around, Trista? I'll come with you.
Sounds like a good idea. If he's not on the school grounds, chances are he's somewhere in town. All right, let's see if we can find him.
Soon. Very soon. Let's get Milliam. Let's get you your stuff as well. There we go. Now we head into town, right?
Okay, so are we gonna track down Crow?
No, we're just wasting time.
Might as well. I guess we should start with the dorms first. Maybe Sharon knows where he's gone.
Okie dokie.
Time to hunt.
Oh, I wasn't expecting to see either of you back so early. Welcome home.
Hello again, Sharon?
We're back! Oh, it seems all of your classes have been cancelled today. I heard from Lady Sarah that you would be remaining on the campus, though.
Well, that was the plan. Say, Crow hasn't been back here, has he?
Yeah. Has he been, being sneaky around?
Master Crow? Well, actually, he just returned a short while ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he did? Indeed. However, I don't believe he stayed long. It seems he was here just long enough to go to his room, then he left again.
Sounds like we just missed him. Maybe he forgot something here and came back to pick it up?
I don't know. Should we check his room just in case?
Yeah, might as well while we're here.
Well, if you need anything, just let me know.
Back to the room.
Looks like he did go out then. Still, don't you think his room's awfully tidy? I mean, for Crow.
You mean empty? Yeah.
Well, he was supposed to be moving out of here fairly soon. He must have been doing some cleaning. Anyway, it's almost noon. I guess we just have to head back to the classroom empty-handed for now.
Yep, it's almost time for Gramps' speech. Still, I wonder where Crow went.
Yeah. There's nowhere else around here I haven't checked, is there?
I don't think there's anything else we can do. Let's see. Front gate. Something else over here.
Oh, it's you.
Patrick, what are you doing here? I thought you would have gone back home.
Well, we don't have any classes today, so I was just resting in my room. Sure, I've been told to return home, repeatedly at this point. But as a member of the Four Great Houses, what dignity would I have were I to turn tail and run home at a time like this?
The fact that his family didn't tell him anything is kind of funny.
Don't underestimate me, Schwarzer.
Oh, wow.
Wouldn't dream of it. Is Class 1 planning on listening to the national address too?
We are. Personally, I can't stand the man, but we are in the middle of a national crisis.
Good on you.
Those of us who elected to remain at the Academy are having a radio set up to hear the broadcast together.
Right.
You've got some strange classmates, though. Especially that second year. I know Heimdall's not all that far from Trista, but I'm not sure why he'd bother going to hear the speech in person.
What are you talking about?
That Crow fellow. I met him outside the station this morning.
Huh, really?
Oh, he didn't tell you? When I inquired, he said he wanted to hear the Chancellor's speech in person.
Huh. I wouldn't have expected him to suddenly take an interest in politics. Well, at least we know where he went now.
I haven't a clue what you're babbling on about. Anyway, it's almost noon now. Shouldn't you be running along? You'll miss the broadcast.
You too.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Let's get going, Milliam. Everyone else is waiting in the classroom.
Okay.
It is kind of hilarious that all the work they put into this, for everything they tried to do, everything that failed with Gideon, even with like the little bits that kind of succeeded, they were all completely unnecessary. All of it. For what they're trying to do here. This is something they could have done at any point that a speech was given. There was no need to go through all those hoops. Especially with the range he has. Being quiet the entire time and then doing something at the point where he's most vulnerable should have been what they did.
About to strike noon in Heimdall, with the Chancellor set to take the stage for his national address.
Because a national address should happen, like, even without any emergencies. Like, yearly or something like that, just to, like, get the speech out there or something. There has to have been plenty of opportunities for them to do this, yet they decided to just be stupid, I guess? Like, if what they were after was the Chancellor Osborne himself, there's so many things they could have done, and they did not need to place the country and all of its citizens, the people that, you know, in the hands of people that they should hate to their core, because they're worse than the Chancellor, or just as bad. So, like, all of this makes no sense if you think about it that way. There was absolutely no reason for them to go through all these hoops. Unless I'm missing something. But you know what? It's a story, I guess.
With the situation in Crossbell and the destruction of Gorelia Fortress still fresh in the national consciousness,
Instructor Neihart, why are you talking on the radio?
the message he has today will undoubtedly shape the future of Erebonia and with it, our lives. A reporter is joining us now live from Dreikel's Plaza.
Sounds like he's about to start.
Elliot, do you mind?
Oh, I hate this. I've got butterflies in my stomach.
Then don't eat butterflies.
This is Misty, coming to you live from Heimdall.
Huh? Why is Misty...
Yeah, it's suspicious, huh?
Oh, it's the host from Abentime.
At least that's a reassuring voice to hear at a time like this.
How? Emma?
Has she never listened to it before? Like, what are the chances? Like, half of the people 90% of the people have heard Abentime before. Except for Emma, the one person who would recognize the voice. What are the chances?
What's wrong?
The woman talking on the radio, you all know her?
Who, Misty? Of course.
Emma, you really need to do some due diligence and, like, actually pay attention.
She hosts the radio show Abentime every Sunday night at 9.
Exactly.
I've seen her out and about in Trista, too. She always looks so fashionable.
She's also been out and about. Emma, step up. Come on.
Though, considering Abentime is broadcast by Radio Trista, it makes sense that's where she'd be.
Huh? Do you know her or something?
The Chancellor's standing at the podium, and it looks like he's about ready to begin. Let's hear what he has to say.
Citizens of Heimdall, fellow countrymen, Erebonians far and wide, I thank you for your attention. I am Gileath Osborne, your Chancellor and the acting representative of the Imperial Government.
Yeah, all they did is basically add more defenses to protect him by doing everything they've done, including leading to this moment. I don't know why they did it.
We stand today in the face of an uncertain future. All of you, I'm sure, are aware of what has transpired in recent weeks.
It's a little loud, dude.
Crossbell, our erstwhile province, has defiantly declared its independence. And as its parting shot, frozen the assets entrusted to them by the hard-working men and women of Erebonia.
I mean, its parting shot was, you know, destroying the fortress, I'm just saying.
As we have moved to safeguard our national interests, armed conflicts have broken out on our borders. Our enemies point to this as an example of Erebonian aggression, but nothing could be further from the truth. We acted in accordance with our duties as a colonial power. All we have done as is our sovereign right. The Imperial hand may be firm, but it is fair. These traitors, however, have shown the world that they are neither. With an unknown weapon of mass destruction, they have annihilated Garrelia Fortress, the stronghold that has long protected the very gates of this country. I ask you, brothers and sisters of the Empire, do we allow such an odious act to go unpunished? Do we sit idle as the pride and dignity of our great nation is spat upon and trampled underfoot? We cannot. We must not. And we will not. With blood and with iron, we shall mete out justice.
Pretty good speech. Well, I'd give it a 8 out of 10.
Listen to him go.
Oh, he's quite the orator, that's for sure.
Well, he's certainly not out to upend my expectations.
Milliam? What are you doing?
Talking on the phone?
Nope, can't get through. No surprise there, I guess.
Who are you trying to call?
What is all this about?
Oh, it's part of my mission. The most important part, actually.
And you didn't? Okay.
If only I'd caught on a little sooner. But considering he managed to outwit Claire, Lecter, and even Gramps, I suppose Crow's earned this victory.
Milliam just doesn't care, huh?
What? What does Crow have to do with this?
Huh. So that's your angle. You came because you had a potential lead on C, and you couldn't look into it from the outside.
What?
Is that
C? The names have been, you know, Vulcan, V, S, Scarlet, G, Gideon, C, Crow? What? What? Have we had any other C's that we've known about?
As in the leader of the Imperial Liberation Front?
But he's dead, isn't he?
You really think so?
The Intelligence Division looked at all of C's actions so far and drew up a list of potential suspects. And one possibility we couldn't dismiss was that he had ties to this academy somehow. But after C and his cronies got blown up aboard their airship in the mine, we thought it was a moot point. Looks like we spoke too soon, though. I can't believe how bad we screwed this up.
Are you seriously suggesting that it's Crow? That it's been him all along?
Crow was with us in the mine right up until he went with the miners to escort them back to the surface, right?
Yeah, and then his route back ended up blocked off by a cave-in, so he wasn't able to reach us until later.
You don't say.
But what if he actually used another route to get there ahead of us?
Then fought us wearing that masked helmet and cape.
Before making it look like he boarded the airship, then sneaking back around to join the others like nothing happened.
Madness. No one would stake their entire plan on such a precarious stunt.
Perhaps we can read the evidence that way, but there are a few leaps in logic that bother me.
Yeah, his plan in general has a few leaps in logic, so I mean...
Besides, remember when the terrorists escaped from Garrelia Fortress? We heard C talking to us.
Ever hear a radio?
And not just then. He was addressing us just before the airship exploded in the mine, too.
That's true, on both counts.
And Crow was with us the whole time during everything that went down in Garrelia. He never left our sight.
You sure about that?
Right. No mistaking it.
My name is C, leader of the Imperial Liberation Front. The hammer of judgment shall fall again. I'm ready. Are you?
Yeah, there's no way he could be...
He could have recorded a message in advance and played it back.
Oh.
And the airship that exploded? It could have been controlled remotely. His alibi seems airtight. But once you account for things like that, it starts looking pretty questionable.
Yep.
I mean, to be fair, those are kind of stretches, if you were just thinking about this normally.
And if C's still alive, that means the other ringleaders probably are too.
Then right now, Crow is...
Oh no.
He said he was headed to Drykel's Plaza, didn't he?
If a skilled sniper has their eye on you, you let your guard down for even a second and bang, you're dead.
Or, you know, he could have just not had their guard up to begin with. And then he wouldn't have the problem.
If he's the one who shot down the airship in the mine,
then it's checkmate for the Chancellor.
I mean,
Crow's already won.
The mine isn't exactly a great example because, you know, he was like 10 feet from the giant airship. That wasn't really a typical shot there.
We stand at the brink of nothing less than a national crisis.
He gave a really big pause there.
In such tumultuous times, we must set aside our differences. We must look past the ideologies that divide us.
Maybe he was like waiting for the crowd, and the crowd is being very loud, not
I will
stopping.
not deny the rift that has grown between the reformist and noble factions, especially in recent times. But how childish, how insignificant such squabbles seem when the enemy marshals its strength beyond our borders. I have met with His Majesty the Emperor and have secured permission to embark on the course we now must. Thus, in the name of the Emperor and as the representative of the Imperial Government, I hereby proclaim.
See, look at that. If he could hit him from that far away to begin with, absolutely no reason for him to have ever started this mess. This could have been done at any point if he wanted to. All he did is get a lot of people hurt. And like, I don't think he's connected to Crossbell. This entire situation wasn't even like his doing. Unless he's connected to Crossbell, which at that point, there was never any need for him to do anything in the first place either. So like, it's hilarious. All he did is like just mess the country up and hurt innocent people. And now he's just gonna kill this dude that he's like as an afterthought almost.
Go finish your speech in hell.
Yeah, sorry, but nobody's listened to your quips. You're kind of wasted there. It's rather impressive he didn't move, considering the impact that rifle should have had. Oh, there we go. Little delayed.
Well played, Armbrust.
Everybody would have heard that, by the way. Look at that. This is the most blood we've seen all day, huh?
Well, that was anticlimactic. And there's our coup de grace. Now, just have to add the finishing touches.
You forgot your voice modulator, dude.
Hands in the air!
Considering that gun supposedly destroyed a giant robot with a single shot, bro should be dead. I don't know what the helmet's made out of, but he should be dead. I'm just saying.
It really was you all along. To think, all the time we spent searching for the leader of the Imperial Liberation Front, and he was right under our noses. Crow Armbrust from the Jirai SEZ.
Aw, and here I thought I'd managed to cover my tracks like a real pro. So, who put all the pieces together? I bet it was Arundel, wasn't it?
Arundel Capital? That's from a different game.
We just received confirmation a short while ago. If you hadn't been so difficult to pin down, we would have had this investigation finished up already. How could you? How could you?
You know, this really brings back the memories. It's a lot like when Jirai was annexed by the Empire 8 years ago.
How?
You let your guard down, you lose. That's how your boss's favorite little game works, isn't it?
I still don't see the connection.
Well, he lost. And now he won't be playing any of his games again.
Okay, so the connection is one person won and one person lost. Okay, that's a connection there.
You! Get on the ground! I don't know how you managed to plan all of this, but you'll tell us eventually.
He
See to that.
quite literally only just went with the flow and everything that happened here. There wasn't much planning as far as I can tell.
Yeah, I don't think so.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, we've just witnessed a shocking turn of events. Chancellor Osborne has been shot by an unknown assailant. He's currently being rushed into urgent care. We'll bring you more on the situation as it develops.
Not a lot they can do with your heart gone.
What is that? It's coming closer.
It looks like we may not be out of the woods yet, folks. A large silver craft has been sighted in the sky to the south, and it seems to be headed toward the capital. But hearing a radio broadcast just isn't the same as seeing it unfold yourselves. So how about I give you Thor students a special treat? Just my way of saying thanks for the fun I had at the festival.
Wait, how did she recognize the voice when they're two different voices?
Wait, what's she talking about?
Was she speaking directly to us just now?
Resound, resound, O voice everlasting! Rend night's silent veil and reveal unto all the beautiful world!
Alright, being dramatic.
Isn't that the plaza in Heimdall? This is one of the Azure Abyss's incantations, Phantasmagoria!
Okay, cool. Wait, why is it? It's in front of us, not them. Have they seen that? You know, look where Reen's arm and all that. Oh, you can't speed this up. That's kind of funny. Hurry up, bird. Wasting my time. Go faster. Like everything but the bird moves faster. Neural. She's copying our design. The heck. Right, do it. It was something battleship, Noble Alliance Forces flagship, Tentacruel. What are you doing up there? Completely impractical, by the way, but sure, it's anime. Why don't they have actual tanks? Also, don't know how that works, but sure. There's the tanks. Try shooting first.
I know, but it ain't one of ours. It's time to avenge His Excellency.
Yep. Why don't you do that? Okay, sure. Don't use your guns. Good job, guys. All right, fire whoever's in charge of that. They were way too late.
Where did he?
Alright, I don't think we need to see it that many times. It's not that cool. There, that's better speed there. It makes a lot more sense when it's going that fast.
What are those things?
Mechs?
Humanoid combat armors, courtesy of Reinford's 5th Development Division, staunch supporters of the Noble Alliance.
Like, you didn't at all need to join forces with the Noble Alliance, but sure.
Knights for the modern age, modeled after a stunning historical example and made of hardened steel from toe to crown.
So his whole ideas about what it's supposed to be doing is just hypocritical, since he allied and gave power to the noble faction.
We call them the Panzer Soldats.
But how did...
Don't move!
Sorry, I don't take orders from you. Zephyr should be able to secure Valflame Palace just fine on their own. But I've got my own score to settle.
No!
It's called pulling the trigger.
What?
Try it sometimes.
See ya, Icy Maiden.
I think I like the look of Pros more than Valmar, I think. I can't remember though. I'd have to just see them side by side again.
Man, that was a bit of a letdown, huh? I'll give him an A for effort.
But we're talking about the Imperial capital here? Is that the best they could muster on their home turf?
The hard part's still ahead. Most of the Imperial army's putting out fires across the country. But they'll be back soon enough now. And who knows? They might have some anti-Soldats countermeasures up their sleeves.
Hey, anything can happen. Guess the ones to watch out for are the 3rd, 4th, and 7th Armored Divisions, huh?
You know, like all of them.
I wonder whose side our little princess will take.
Are you really asking that? Are you that stupid? What do you think?
That's for Fee to decide. The boss would have wanted it that way.
Are you supposed to be like singing right now? I don't hear any words. Are you like voice acting for us so we could hear it? Oh, I guess I do hear kind of singing now. Not anymore though.
Splendidly done, Grianos. I see you were able to share the sweetest notes of my aria with our little friends.
What the heck was that mouth? It's the creep.
I find myself reminded afresh of the brilliance with which you shine as the second Anguis, Lady Vida Clotilde. Vast is the stage, and beauteous the performance of the Azure Abyss.
That's quite the compliment, considering your standards on beauty.
I mean, they just have to be young as far as I can tell with this guy. Not a great person to look at for that.
Still, first the Burl, then Crossbell, and now here in Erebonia. Don't you think you're getting a little too greedy for your own good?
Your chastisement cuts deep. We'll be proceeding with the next step of the Phantasmal Blaze plan, I presume?
Who named this? And why?
Yes, indeed. The bells are tolling for Crossbell, and preparations here are complete.
The fact that, you know, the Royal Palace has no anti-air defenses is kind of, pathetic. I'm just saying.
Still, even this grand an undertaking is but a jewel in a greater crown.
But
The second stage of the Orpheus final plan.
Sure, yeah. Whoever coming in with his names, they got theatrical, a bit too theatrical with it. But still, like, it's a giant hunk of metal in the air. Not an easy target to hit. And then all of this would be over.
The symphony awaits us. Let the second movement commence.
Wait, did I say not an easy target to miss? I meant not an easy target to miss. Wait. Yeah, you know what? It's easy to hit. That's what I meant to say.
Is this really happening?
Maybe.
It is. I'm certain of it. Phantasmagoria is an arcane art known to the Witch of the Abyss, capable of showing scenes and visions across great distances.
Cool.
The woman you know as Misty is something of a sister of mine.
Wait, the Witch of the Abyss?
Are you saying that's who Misty really is?
I feel like any moment I'm going to wake up in my bed to find I just dreamt all this.
If only it was. But we have no choice but to accept that it's real.
Well, we'll have plenty of time to worry about that later.
How do you turn that off without touching it? You know what? Never mind. Everybody can do that.
Right now, we've got 2 more pressing concerns. The Chancellor's been shot, and Heimdall's been occupied.
Oh no! I hope my father's all right.
Damn. Please, let Saint Estrella be safe.
That gargantuan airship, those Panzer Soldats. I have no doubts that they were bankrolled and manufactured by the noble faction.
I saw them there. My old family. All this time I never knew what happened to them. And now there they are.
Being trash, yeah.
Fee.
So you know those men? I remember meeting them briefly in the Graham.
They're former members of Zephyr. Used to be one of the continent's strongest Jaeger Corps.
Now they're just criminals, huh?
It looks like the Noble faction hired them to do their dirty work, just like the Imperial Liberation Front. On top of that...
It looks like our guess about C's identity was right on the money. But I don't know what that cool blue thing was he flew off in.
Crow, why did you do it?
Milliam just does not care.
On behalf of the Student Council, I'd like to ask all of you to remain calm.
No.
I'm sure you all experienced that strange vision during the broadcast, and the principal has an announcement he'd like to make about it.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Principal Van Dyke speaking. I'm sorry to say there's a strong likelihood that what you just saw is really happening in Heimdall. However, it's important to note that we don't yet have confirmation or any official word on the situation. I'm doing all I can to find out what's going on, but in the meantime, I ask for your patience and understanding.
So all the other classes saw it too.
How could she use a national radio broadcast to show something to just us and no one else? Is that even possible?
I mean, you're asking if someone could magically make a air vision or something? Like, at this point, no need to ask questions.
For her, it is, with little difficulty at that.
Yo, Sarah here. Who's...
Yo.
Neidhart? An emergency meeting. Right away?
Alright, we don't have to ask what he just said.
What? Of course, I'll be right there. Yeah, understood. I'll meet you in front of the main gate. Alright, class. I've got to step out for a bit to take care of some business. But no matter what happens, you are not to leave this building. Is that clear?
No. Alright, we'll go leave the building now. Bye.
What's going on?
I'm not sure, but it's obvious something strange is happening.
Can this day even get stranger than it already is?
What's wrong, guys? I hear something to the west, and it's getting closer.
Now your ears work that well, huh?
Several armored cars are approaching.
Sure.
And it sounds like they have some of those armored suits with them.
Okay, sure.
You've got to be kidding.
First Heimdall, now Trista? Are they planning on taking over the academy?
Don't know why, but sure.
Sure looks that way. Notable members from both factions have kids enrolled here, and there are plenty of important people like the principal. So either they're looking to preemptively protect their own or take the others hostage. Could be either, even both.
This is absurd.
Whatever their intentions, we can't allow them to harm innocent people.
Do you think that's where the instructors went? To try and fight them off?
Those giant armors tore through the army's tanks like they were nothing more than toys. Our instructors are strong, but with what they're up against, I'm worried they might not be enough. I'm not sure how much help we'd be or if we'll even be able to put a dent in them. But right now, they need all the support they can get.
They need Class 7.
I'm with you.
Time to destroy.
You have my sword.
I didn't really wake up today planning to fight enemies that can gut a tank.
You didn't? You need to step up, Elliot. It should be every day.
None of us did. But this battle came to us, so we'll draw the line here.
Marcus, that's not true, and you know it. Stop talking.
I'll do everything I can to defend this school and its students.
Everybody should be ready to gut a tank at any moment of the day.
I take no issue with humbling those that befoul the spirit of true nobility.
Guess I'll help too. I wonder how Lammy will match up against those giants.
We haven't got a lot of time, so let's move out.
All right, let's do this.
Now we're getting to a section that might be a bit difficult. We'll see how that goes.
Why are you all so flustered? What's going on?
Invasion.
Ferris, you're still here?
What in Adios' name is going on here? I saw the instructors leaving the academy through the front gate.
Oh, they already left?
Patrick, you have to stay here. You can't let them take over this building. Work with the other students as best you can.
Schwarzer?
What are they?
What in Adios' name is going on?
Is this all the people in town? Jeez.
I heard a war started in Heimdall.
Don't worry, everyone. You'll be safe here.
We'll show you to the auditorium. You can bunker down there.
Yeah, because, you know, the fences will keep out the giant robots. Don't worry. All right, they're pretty calm, huh? Yeah, that'll
George!
That'll keep them out. Good job.
Rean!
What are you doing here?
You aren't...
You're not planning on going to help the instructors, are you?
That's exactly what we're planning.
I'd bring shame to the Arcade name if I were to willingly allow such insolence and dishonor to fester.
We're not gonna push our luck, but we want to give them every little bit of support we can. You can't be serious.
If that video's anything to go by, you'd be going up against some seriously dangerous weapons. The chances of you overcoming a force like that is... well, I don't even want to say.
Dude, we just steamrolled a giant monster in the abyss. We're fine.
Are you really sure this is what you want to do?
We are. This academy has given us a lot. We've made friends here, learned to better ourselves. And we'll be damned if we're going to let them just take that away.
You guys...
Oh boy. The instructors told me not to let you past if you tried to come through here.
All right. As student council president, I hereby grant you permission to head through. But don't forget, you're still students. This may be a military academy, but that doesn't mean you're soldiers.
I didn't realize the student president had that authority.
If you ever feel like your lives are in danger, even a little bit, you get out of there, okay? Run away, surrender. I don't care what you do, just please don't die out there.
Don't tell me what to do.
Promise me.
No.
Of course.
We promise.
No, we don't.
At least make sure you've got everything you need before you go then. I've got my tools on me, so if you guys need any last-minute modifications to your Arcus units, I'll take care of it.
How many last-minute modifications do we need to do? Okay, same team as before. Oh, we can have an extra person. Wait, no, this is the same. Yeah, this is fine. Alright, apparently there's some people we can talk to. I mean, you don't need to. I think I already have this. Oh, whatever is going on? Stiff sister, you must flee. Flee! Vincent, compose yourself. The academy is currently the safest place we could be. Okay. Talk to you guys. This is being invaded! I want to shoot you! Get out of here! Vivi, snap out of it. We need to take shelter in the classroom until we know what's going on. Running scared will just get you hurt, or worse. Okay, right. Cool. That's that. Okay, all the versions. Good, fun. Okay, yeah. Another save. Let's go. Wait, there's the cat here. All right. Sure. Okay, I thought this was gonna be really short, but okay, it was. Oh yeah. First, Fee. Gotta do something for you there. Why does it always do that? Doing a little dance. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna laugh so much if we have like a force damage section and they can't hit B. I'm gonna save again just in case, because I just realized that might actually become a problem. We'll see though. Bro, can't believe it. He was one of the terrorists all along. Now he's gonna shot the Chancellor. On top of that, he's launched an offensive against the Academy. Yeah, it really doesn't make any sense. Freaking weirdo. Still can't come to grips with it myself. It's reconnecting. Hang on a second. Reconnecting. Oh, come on. What do you mean? Come on, you stupid internet. It's not that hard. Just do your job. What the heck? Why? Why now? At least the recording's still going, but apparently my internet decided it didn't want to continue. Okay, are we back? No. Still not back? How does the network adapter just suddenly stop working? What do you mean? I guess, you know, we're not continuing the rest of this online? Let's just keep going, I guess. The network adapter suddenly decided it didn't want to continue doing its job. So, whatever. And I'm not going to restart my computer during this. We're going. Now that I think back on it, he was always around whenever something major went down, wasn't he? He went as far back as Summer Festival in Heimdall. And that big terrorist attack happened. I thought something seemed fishy with all that stuff that happened to Roar. But I guess with the urgency of the situation, I didn't think too hard about it at the time. I still feel like it can't be real. Like this must be some gross mistake. I can hardly believe Crow's is one of them. And I saw him confess it himself. Two of us first met him on a field study last year. It was easy to get along with, but there was something about him that seemed a bit hollow somehow. Didn't take long before Angie just went up and said to his face, They really didn't get along very well at first. Still, the more field studies we went on together, the closer we all got. How did it come to this? Oh, be that as it may, right now the enemy is at our gates, and I don't intend to let them have their way. We're going to protect this academy, no matter what it takes. And when you find Crow, I want to hear straight from him. I want to know what he's trying to accomplish by doing this. Ringing. Okay. Do what you can. Crow's friend and yours we're behind you all the way. Thanks. Alright, let's do this. I'm pumped. No, I'm not gonna close. What the heck is wrong with you, Windows? What are you trying to do here? No, I don't want you to freaking close out in 2 minutes. How do I stop this stupid thing from happening? What the heck? I'm in the middle of something. Screw off. How do I make it not do that? I hope that helped. Please tell me that helped. Because I swear, if this freaking thing forces... Okay, good. I think I paused it. I hate Windows so freaking much. They are the worst. What do you mean you're gonna force me to close the freaking thing when I'm busy? Screw off. What was I even doing? Anyway, let's just keep going. It's gonna... Hang on a second.